Hi. Sorry I'm late. I just got caught up watching the Pirates of the Caribbean marathon. Have you seen those things? All right. No one here. Anyway, that's fine. I I'm kind of short on time just now, and it's a bit of an impromptu stream, but that's fine because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is out and I wanted to play it. So here we are. I'm going to play it. Here it is. If anyone sees this at any point in time. I think the audio should be sorted properly. Looks good to me. That's not the right button. I wanted to click this one. Is there sound though? That's the question. There should be sound. Okay, there's the sound. And it looks like it's being captured, so we're all good. Lovely. Now, admittedly, I did play through the intro section of this already because I couldn't help myself and I wanted to, check out some tutorials and get a little bit familiar with the game systems again before I really dive into it. But we are nevertheless going to start a new game. And while the opening runs, I'm gonna eat because I haven't had breakfast yet. Beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. King the Fourth is taken captive by rebellious nobles, and his brother, King Sigismund of Hungary, lacking a ruler, the land descends into chaos. I should not try to read Bohemian names. It's not gonna work out. Let's focus on the food, shall we? Oh, that probably cuts the audio, doesn't it? Sorry about that. I got boomsticks now.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Go and take cover with the others.
I feel like the game audio is a bit soft. Let's see if I can turn it up after the cutscene. Where's this guy?
Godwin,
Oh. Godwin, apparently.
where's your weapon? To the battlements, move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
That's Hans.
Get ready!
He looks a bit worse for wear, doesn't he?
Take cover!
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that's gonna help you much. Bloody good aim you've got. Damn. You hit the winch in the gatehouse, that's not bad.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
All right, so here we go. Here we go. Are we going? We are going. Okay. Sound settings. Yeah, let's turn up the volume a little bit. Let's just max it. That's fine. The bars still look good, so save those changes and let's go shoot some people.
Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
Can do, sir. Can do. Well, I can try. Once I see. What? Didn't mean to get the torch out. What was that? Something popped up. I should probably check what that was. That could be important. This might close the game. It closed the game. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. So we're going to need a little bit more setup time here because I need to close some stuff in the background. Okay. Well, the stream should still be running by all accounts, so that's fine. Let's move this over here. Close all of that. See, my computer kind of ran out of memory. It does that sometimes. Close all of those. Close all of those. And that should be a very good start, I think. Please allow me to reopen the game and try again. Hey, at least it's good to get the scuff out of the way without the pressure of anybody watching you. That's neat. I would advertise the stream, but basically none of my friends are awake at the moment, so don't really have that many to advertise it to. At least it's saved during the tutorial. Let's see if it manages to stay alive this time. That'd be neat, wouldn't it?
Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick!
Yeah, working on it. Don't worry. Oh, I got you. No. It's not hard to reload. It takes some getting used to the controls in like simulator games. And yes, this is a simulator game, effectively speaking.
Die, you swine!
Right through the helmet.
Now you're finished!
Well, that doesn't look too good. Right over the head, damn it.
Fuck you!
If you say so.
Ready? Godwin! Get over here with that cross.
I wonder if they've got murder holes in there. I think they've got murder holes in there.
That's it! Get ready for the attack!
Let's hope this slows them down.
Godwin, draw your sword and follow me!
Alright, alright. Let's follow the commander. With a sword. How often do you see a priest with a sword? I've never seen one. Then again, I live in modern society, so you know, there's that.
Don't let them climb up! Knock it down!
There we go. Alright. Will you stop coming up, please? Trying to kick the ladder. There we go. I don't think it's gonna count for much, though, let's be honest. Just a sneaking suspicion, I really. See, this is why you hide.
Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that.
What?
Jesus.
I don't speak
How am I
Latin.
supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky? The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
And now you're here. Are you not satisfied with the quality of your adventure, Hans? I reckon you've been through worse. It's good to be back. You know I don't, well, probably don't sound it, but I've been really excited about this game. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I loved the first one. Several weeks earlier. In a field somewhere. Now that's more like it.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you art!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
I beg to differ.
Anyway, this-
I'll do my best.
Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
O Dentes Fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety.
And I thought the kingdom was at war.
Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir,
I've got good chemistry. I like him.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
I mean, it's not that big. It's not from a distance.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Nah,
In the first place, Sir Hans, we've got a task ahead of us. An important one.
I'm gonna be the responsible
Great
bodyguard.
responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Bergov every day. So, first duty, then fun.
Quiet, monk. You'll just spoil the rest of our trip. It's all clear to
Oh,
me.
come on now.
We deliver the message, get the politics over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together.
Now that
Why
sounds like a
didn't
plan.
Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Yeah, probably.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia.
Can think of
The
a few
king
ways.
is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do
fine.
I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk.
In fairness, everything is moving all the time. Oh, something's happening.
Sir,
That looks like trouble.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
around them!
Oh, good.
Don't let them get away!
Besides, I stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Alright. Do my best. You're not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer, so we'll see about that.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is
Breakfast
this usually
devoured.
how you greet visitors,
Almost.
my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
So maybe it is trouble after all.
So it would appear we are enemies.
It would appear so. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case, though.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
and who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Henry from Skalitz. Now, who do I want to be? That's a good question. It's a big question. It's going to determine the rest of the game. No, it's not. But let's go with this one. I like the idea of being an advisor. You know, someone's got to think for this sack of bread we call a prince, or whatever.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one
I
that
shouldn't
King
insult him too
Sigismund's
much. He's
Cuman
alright.
forces plundered.
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Right. Persuasion tutorial. We're going to skip it because I kind of know how it works. So, as envoys, we're offering an alliance. Obviously.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. Back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow.
Oh, he didn't
Good
like
luck
that.
in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
The facial animations here are really pretty good, aren't they?
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night.
What, here?
The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
But it's like midday.
What about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Aye, aye, sir.
Come on, fellas!
You're the lord.
Camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank!
You didn't have to put it like that.
You'll get nothing from me.
I assume you can hear that damn dog of yours barking. Can you sort him out?
I can. Well, I can try.
Heel! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Henry,
Now I've got to find food for the dog.
Pain in the ass.
Do you know why we're going to Trusky? Trusky.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course.
Parlay.
I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas and
I don't think we're privy to that information.
And his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
Maybe we can make peace.
We might even discuss how to make peace.
I don't really
with
need to
Sigismund.
read all these out,
Peace?
do I?
I
'Cause
don't know.
Henry talks on his own.
Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace.
I feel like I gotta say
But
something.
I hope there's some chance of a truce, at least an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
Yeah, civil wars are kind of shit, aren't they?
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. Do you think our big mission will be successful?
Nothing to worry about.
Probably.
We'll get to
Almost
Trotsky,
definitely, in fact.
Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message. Everything will go according to plan. Don't you worry.
Oh, I'm absolutely certain it will. You're not at all tempting fate or anything, putting it like that.
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanusha's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides,
Clearly.
as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Speaking of supplies, can my dog have some of the supplies?
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
I'm trying my best, but he wasn't in the first game, so I don't know how. Would you swap it for anything?
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad
You
to give
gambled
you
your
that
wedding
sausage.
ring?
Well, I'll see what I can do.
How? I thought you said you were less rash than the youngsters. I'm not sure you're
Come
right.
on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
I'll play. Yeah, how about
So you've got dice set?
dice game? Let's
Want
play.
a game?
Gamble, gamble,
Sure.
gamble.
How's about spicing
Don't
it
gamble.
up with
It's
a little
bad.
wager?
You'll lose
I
everything.
heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Sounds good to me.
To
Rules of the dice game. Things have points. You gotta choose whether or not to score them. If you don't score them and you go over,
Today's my lucky
You
day.
lose.
I can feel it in my bones.
it's fairly straightforward. Oh, we're starting off with 4 5s. And a 1. We're gonna score that and pass. I want to push our luck.
Aye, that'll do.
Oh.
Here.
Well, calm down now.
No, that's as
Okay,
far
thank
as I go.
Only need 400 points. I can do that. Right? Pear isn't worth anything, is it? No. The ones are worth a bit, so we'll score those and throw again. See more ones. And that should be all we need, so score and pass.
Curva.
1500 and we win.
Eyes. You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Thank you very much. Wasn't my ring, but thank
Come
you.
on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
Hey, Oates. Got your ring.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
Of course I
What
will.
will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
I
Right.
believe
And
that's
enough games.
what we
You
agreed
won't
on, yeah.
easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
One little game.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Don't
I
gamble,
know you only
folks.
too well. It's all
You'll
one
lose your
little
wedding
game,
ring.
One little
Here,
game,
mutt.
and then you go and take my
Have a
last
sausage. Who's a good boy? What? Come here.
Why don't we
Come here.
carry on
Come
to the
here.
foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. The fellow could have a game there.
Give over.
Can I not?
Tancred.
You're
There'll
my
be time
doggy.
enough to
There we
tavern
go,
after
good
we
dog.
deliver the letter.
Gotta pet the dog. Always pet the dog. But also, you get a little bit annoying running around me like that. So, stay.
Sit. Stay.
Good boy.
Henry. Henry. Oh, that
Hans.
was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It's a tight thing. Yeah, it wasn't nice.
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologised to us.
Yeah, it
If
seemed
Hamish
friendly
had
enough.
Seen it. Maybe he finally stopped treating me like a child, eh?
Well,
Probably not.
I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long.
Yeah, of course. We
Certainly.
gotta get the
So
tutorial
then-
out of the way.
Eh?
Gotta teach
Hey.
me how to do it.
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
All right, and more tutorial. This is the proof that this is a simulation game, because there's just so much information to keep track of. But you kind of get used to it. It's fine, really. I put the hat on, right? Yeah. Not that it's gonna matter much. I'm getting overconfident.
So,
I shouldn't.
should we start?
Ready?
Always.
Let's start. Draw your...
Did I not equip the sword? I did equip the sword. Why is it not drawing?
This time, let's get warmed up.
There we go.
I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me.
I thought you were gonna defend. There you.
Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
I mean, if you insist. Good. Nice footwork.
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're
Little bit.
attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
This is going to be a problem. See, sorry to pause, but my phone, which is doing the facial tracking and whatnot, is kind of blocking the main part of the UI that I need to keep track of when I'm doing combat. So this is going to be fun.
Good. Good. Defend yourself properly.
I'm trying. Come on.
That's the way. Good. Nice.
There we go.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking.
You
You've got
say
to make
that,
an
Henry,
opening
but
to
you know.
strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
You're doing great, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why
Most
wouldn't I?
important thing in the
Nothing
game.
to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready.
Block and parry.
Good, Henry.
Block and parry.
Sweet.
Block and parry.
Well,
Riposte, sorry.
you're not as good as Captain Bernard. But that wasn't
Parry,
bad.
riposte.
Be
Sorry.
sure to remember.
I'm messing up my
If someone
terminology.
gives
It's
you
fine.
a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Nice. Well, that's not what you meant to do, is it? Too slow.
Mine.
Nice.
Got around that nicely.
All right,
Henry.
all right. I get it. For Christ's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How
Aye,
about
let's.
100 groschen?
That sounds good.
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself.
Technique. Did you see that?
The first hit.
Not gonna be the last. Alright, a little bit of stamina recovery and... Defend yourself, man. Come on.
Don't hold back.
How do you do it?
Parry riposte, man. Parry riposte. I taught you this. You should know.
Fuck me.
Nah, I'm good.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
You're holding up well, though. All things considered.
Nearly done in.
Oh. Camera's going all haywire now.
Ow! Kurva!
The combos are kind of hard to trigger. So parry riposte is a lot easier.
How do you do it?
Come on. A little more.
Now that's what I call swordplay.
How do you do it?
Lovely.
How do you do it?
With style, man. As long as the camera is cooperating. I wonder if there's any way I can change that, make it lock on somehow. You know what? I'll figure that out on my own time. It's not that big of a deal.
Fuck me.
I don't like that I'm letting him get a couple of hits in. It's just because I'm trying to get the combos working. Same way you're doing it. I'm just doing it better.
Ah! You knocked the stuffing out of me. I yield. Enough.
All right.
Fuck's sake, you're unstoppable.
Cheers.
Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky.
Sounds
Now
good.
let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Eat. Sounds good. Who's a good boy?
So who won, gentlemen?
I did.
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I seem to remember something about winning in Ratai too.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
And after.
What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Yeah, that one.
You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Oh, was he now? This is a difficult question, actually. I think I'll go strength on this one, because I seem to remember something about strength helping out early on.
And I had to drag you out of that
In the
tavern
previous
before
game, that
everyone
is.
pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses
Hey, I
like
leveled
me, maybe she
Somehow.
wouldn't have started screeching.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth. And he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world
Sure you don't?
turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass.
Is it just me, or are we hearing wolves?
Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
That's none of your fucking business.
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
Nope. That's
Ah,
not.
forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Don't
Aye.
tempt Murphy now. Come on.
Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
I was looking for shelter, maybe? I would like to be smart, in all honesty. Stealth is useful too, though. Needed a bit of peace and quiet.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
Aye.
If I always had to think everything over.
That old man is my spirit animal, I
I
swear.
wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
Aye. You're very, very welcome.
And what about
Who are you?
time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything
A day
more
or
about
two?
von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Bergov is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And
Very
is he
true.
any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
I mean, the sword is a wonderful weapon. But I gotta be honest, I prefer maces.
Now, I prefer other weapons. Proper ones. When you take a mace in your hand, a nice chunk of metal, you know one good blow will do the job. No
Yep.
dancing around in circles, just smash.
Too right.
Blunt force
I feel
trauma
like
to
a
the head
king when I
tends
got
to
a
do the
nice
trick.
Big cudgel.
I'm surprised you didn't say a sword, since you never stop going on about the sword Ishvan Toth stole from you.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So
no,
Radzig ain't
absolutely
dead,
not.
though?
Enough. Otherwise, we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who helped
That's
me
the
tomorrow
entirety
with
of the
getting
first game.
supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oates, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe
Am I
even
the
a
only
bit
one
for
worried about those
morning.
wolves? I mean,
No thanks.
come on.
I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
What? Both of us at the same time.
there, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
No, it's just right. You should be careful. You're in a foreign land and all.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little.
That's gotta be a good feeling.
Blasted iron shirt.
Only worn chainmail once, but
Leaf!
my god, that stuff is heavy.
I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
You probably have. Well, almost anyway. Well, how heavy is chainmail actually? I don't know.
Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up?
Nope.
He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's That's a view fit for a king.
I mean, it is beautiful, admittedly.
Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
All right then.
Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
But it does, yeah.
What's the matter? Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly.
Only little bugger
Don't want
can't
to
believe
spot
his
us.
luck. Been in the water for 4 seconds and already there's sirens about.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Alright, alright.
Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away.
Do my best. Don't want to be looking at your arse through the whole thing,
They
though.
must be close.
What are they singing?
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on. Let's get closer.
What, you think you'll see them naked? She looks very dressed to me.
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way. Right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it,
Dude, she's
we'll
just
hurry along the
she's
other
just
side.
pretending. She can definitely hear you. That was a long throw.
What was that sound? All right.
Wasn't
What
me.
was that?
It worked. Let's go.
What was that?
Sounds like a religious song of some kind. Very thematically appropriate.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Yeah, yeah. Hurry up. They're all doing laundry, by the looks of it. Or maybe just having a dip. Hard to say. A bit of both, perhaps.
Henry, I told you to...
Oh, shit. In fairness, I did tell them not to tempt Murphy, didn't I?
Stay down, for fuck's sake.
Ow! But see what I mean with the maces? Like, he ain't getting back up.
Oh, fuck. A letter.
don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Nah. Henry's too much of a gentleman. He can't let that go.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs!
That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Should have just waited like 5 more seconds, huh?
Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
Yeah, I don't think he's getting back up either.
What are you gaping at? Shoot!
No, don't shoot.
Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now!
Oh. Yeah, well, panic will do that, I suppose.
Fucking armor! Come on! Cut them off on the other side! Off his horses, quick!
Yeah, water is terrifying when you're wearing armor. Did you know that back in the day, a lot of women tended to drown while doing laundry because they were wearing woolen dresses that soaked up
Fuck was that,
a
Henry?
shitload of water if they fell
You're
in.
rescuing a damsel in distress.
Couldn't get back out. Sounds awful.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh,
Shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah! Fuck!
Ow.
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah,
Good thing it wasn't a broadhead.
I'd lead the way.
We're gonna freeze to death, aren't we?
You pull yourself together. We've
Nope.
got to vanish.
When did Hans become the responsible one? The hair icon under the compass signals
Get
what's
out of the
happening
woods
around
and
you.
find someone. Then we'll
It's
get
a
our
very
shoulder
cute
blades
icon.
fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
I like the hair icon. For obvious reasons. It has a lot of different modes to it as
Someone
well.
in front of us! Down!
Okay. Okay. I'll sneak.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled. right?
Clearly.
You two, go up there. Get a move on.
There's only
You
like
watch this
6
side
of
the
them,
rock.
thankfully.
And you, go to the pond.
I mean, it's not like they're gonna magically multiply somehow, right? Right?
Then come back and give me a full report.
Sakura!
Foot trail,
You'll see us.
everything.
We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
You need to not talk so loud.
The chief will hear you. It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black. When all your torch does is blind you.
Who the hell? Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. but I still can't see a bloody thing.
Good, good. That gives us a chance to get away.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly.
Well, better get a fucking move on then.
All of them up top. Fuck.
Well, come on. Don't dally. I am.
They're coming here. Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim
Run, quick.
All right. I see torchlight, not that way.
No, no, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're playing into the rocks! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Why are we stopping?
Hey?
Oh, that's not
Hans,
good. Hans,
there's
move,
more of them
move,
up top.
move.
They're here!
Take cover.
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Wherever we can. Again, why are we stopping?
Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us.
Correct.
No, go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks.
Never
I'll
split
stay
the
here
party.
meanwhile and watch out for them.
Never split the party.
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I turn in.
Alright, let's go tell him then. Oh.
Where are they? I don't know. They must have come this way. Damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken his leg climbing
Okay, so-
down the cliff.
Okay.
Trying to catch up
Well, they haven't got him.
Right.
That's
Shouldn't have
that's
jumped down
good.
in the dark.
But I clearly can't go that way. Let's send a prayer for Hans and just hope he's okay. Yeah. I'm sure
Where
he's
is he?
fine.
Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Oh, there he is.
Here. Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, hang on. I gotta sneeze. Ooh. Oh, that blew my brains out. Not like that, though, thankfully. Oh. Might be more coming. We'll have to see. Oh. By the way, we're in a bit of trouble because I'm completely unarmored, and this looks like it's gonna be a fight. If I take a hit, I'm dead.
You're a dead man! Ha!
Thankfully, he's not particularly competent.
Christ! Shit!
Come on. Yeah, come on. Come on. Do your worst. like a commentary, I gotta focus. Not sure aiming for the head really does much, since he's so armored. There we go. He's starting to feel it now. Couple more. I got him! Mutt! Yay! Oh, that. Oh. Ow? Question mark?
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
Father?
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Getting flashbacks to the first game, are we? What happened to all the blood? And the cliffs?
Being a
and
blacksmith might
what?
bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Am I dead?
Ah.
Sorry, is Henry
Come
dead?
now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Why? Why dead?
My phone's ringing.
Not
That's
yet.
pretty bad timing. And I think we're back. I hope. I need to double check that the tracking is back online, and it seems to be. I also need to remember to edit out a little bit of that for the VOD thing, and figure out what to do with the rest of my day, because that was the dentist calling me to say that I'm no longer gonna come in today. So that's nice. Gives me more time for Kingdom Come Deliverance, I suppose, but it kind of messes with all the other plans. Still, Henry's just met his dad again. Let's continue the cutscene, shall we?
I'm dead, though.
Well, if I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Oh yeah, that
love of
seems more
God.
appropriate. Also, I'm gonna refresh my page over here because it looks like a massive stream delay. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looked to me.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ.
Not that it matters. Not
I thought
really.
you were done for. Where am I?
It's not too bad.
You dropped
Yeah,
out of the
back
sky
to the
like
story.
a shot down hawk.
He's found some clothes. Good for him. Can I have
Fella
clothes?
landed with you. He broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Good question.
Where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear.
Oh,
Right, come on, I'll help you up.
poor Hans is panicking still. Where's Henry's getting delirious? Case in point.
How are you holding up?
Not bad.
It's not so bad.
All right,
It's pretty bad.
that'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
All right, I'll keep talking as long as you want me to.
What are you staring at?
Nami.
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sir Hans Cable. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
We're already going.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Yeah, that did look like an odd place for a gate, didn't it?
What's the matter?
Skalitz is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Skalitz, and you'll survive this. Come on,
I think Henry's losing it.
come on.
Oh, also, I might be getting another phone call in a bit.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
your trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What are you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake,
Anything happens, he'll take care
come
of you.
on.
I'm trying my best here, Hans, but I'm seeing things.
Stand, damn
Don't-
it. We'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Can't run away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
Kill them.
Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Mutt.
Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior.
Isn't
You
he
can do
dead?
this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them... all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look,
I see it.
we've got to go.
I see the light.
Don't go to the light. Or do you?
Hold on. Hold on. We're here.
If Hans is seeing it too, then it must be real, right?
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're... That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
There you go. Weapon of choice. Plate. Oh.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
He'll be fine. Not so sure about Henry, though. He's lost a lot of blood. This is a good opening.
Scouts. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
If anybody wants context for any of this,
Get up
play the
now.
first game. It's very good.
There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
I like her smile.
Where am I?
Where
She's missing a
would
tooth,
you
and that's
be?
fine. But she seems
Here in
kind.
my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night.
Is he alright?
Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Right, his brow twitched. He's alive. That's a start.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
Okay.
I understand.
Noted.
I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
Let's play it off.
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now.
I expect it to sting a
your
bit. You were
shoulder
hit
is looking a lot better.
by a crossbow
I did my
bolt.
best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself.
Sounds
I
like a
found
plan.
an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't
All right,
overdo
then.
it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name?
I told you she looked kind.
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall, but you lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injury. Aww. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. Alright. Well, I did find it weird that we started at level, like, 16. Let's bandage myself up, shall we? Ooh, what's that mean? So I already kind of figured out how to work the menu, relatively speaking. Oh, hunger. It's a very aggressive icon for hunger, isn't it? Anyway, food.
That's really good. So good I wouldn't say no to some more.
I'll take some more then.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Right, how much more do I need? Quite a lot, actually. 54. I shouldn't eat all of it, but, you know, it's there. She told me to eat, so I'm eating. 69. Nice.
Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bajana, too.
Yeah, fine, let's pray for him. Not a religious man myself,
Lord
but
God
it seems
Almighty,
appropriate.
Look down
doesn't
on
it?
a poor sinner, and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans, and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die. Preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman, brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajana too, and let her save Sir Hans, and deliver her from all evil, and grant her grace, because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
As far as prayers go, that's a pretty
Amen.
good one, I'd say. Now, I got some work to do, don't I?
You've lost a lot of blood, but with a bit of luck you should pull through.
Which is to say, let's go put on some clothes.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
And this will be the bastard. I'm gonna take everything he owns. Owned. I'm gonna put it on. Because, you know, it's no use to anyone if it's not actually being used. Right? Yeah. The tunic is nice, but the gambeson protects better. Let's have a little bit of a wash. Don't stink so bad, maybe. I mean, we still need a proper laundry session, but that's fine. I heard some rumors about some food that I'm gonna bring with me. Never hurts to have, right? Let's just get that nourishment up to 100 while we're at it. I didn't mean to put that in a pouch. I mean to eat it. Oh god, I feel another sneeze coming up. Ugh. Oh, it feels awful when there's a sneeze like lingering, but it's not happening. It gives 19. Okay. Don't want to overeat after all. Was that all I was gonna do? Yeah. For now. For now.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry.
So am
I had
I.
to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will.
Oh, all right
But
then.
what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Sage and chamomile. How do I find those?
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has
I
white
bleeding through the
petals with a
gambeson?
yellow centre. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard.
Oh, I can fix
Seeing
that.
him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
That's fine. It doesn't have to be deep.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here, anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate,
Softer,
follow
sure,
your
but also
nose.
heavier if it's
Find
full of water,
a good
right?
spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right.
Probably smart.
I'll get to it.
Let's grab that spade and get to work. Alright. Up you go. Probably shouldn't be doing this with an injured shoulder, but you know. This was back in the day. People were a lot harder than we are now. I certainly couldn't do this. Then again, I'm a weakling.
Ah, shit! My shoulder.
See? That's what I was saying.
Bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Oh, I'm not bleeding through. It's just the undershirt. Or something. I don't know what that would be called, actually. Oh, I reckon it was close enough that I could have just clicked for burial. There we go. At least it's not in view of anyone at the moment. That's good. It's a start. Let's get that stench off me and go look for flowers, shall we? What you looking at? See anything interesting? No? Okay. Flowers, flowers, flowers.
Shoulder still hurts like hell.
Chamomile and
tell me when it's
sage,
gonna
was it?
rain.
Well, this is idyllic. Ooh, sage. We need that.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
Well, that's a lot of sage. And chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right.
Let's
I've
get a
got all
little
the
extra,
herbs I
shall we?
need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
How many have I got of each? 8 and 4. Perfect. Which I know for reasons. Not at all because I already played this part earlier on. I didn't play too much longer after this, but you know. I had to test it, didn't I?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Good question.
Company yesterday down by the pond. 2 of them fled and they must be hiding here somewhere in the rocks. What do you know about it?
Who are you fellas?
We're from Lord von Burgos, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgos' people.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Let's talk.
Lord von Burgov
sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Well, he's not exactly wearing their colors, though, is he? Looks more like a vagabond.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Well, I could try to intimidate them. I'm gonna try to intimidate them just because I think it'll be funny when it fails.
Do you think I'm a fool? I know a robber when I see one. There's been lots of you types in these parts recently, and the fellas from the village are well pissed off. So get lost and don't come back, or we'll take our axes to you.
Easy there. We're no robbers, we're just carrying out orders. We've had a look round here, so we can be on our way again.
Huh. I didn't expect that to work. When's the last save game? That's a good question. Hopefully right before the fight. But just to be on the safe side, I guess we'll drink some alcohol to save the game. And then we'll load the previous one. Because in reality, I kind of want to fight them.
What's that dog making such a fuss about?
Okay, thank you.
Could something have happened at Bajena's?
Some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Hey, you! What do you want? Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from
You
Lord
still
von
don't look
Bergov.
like
Kulva! You can talk.
Fine, well, we're the messengers that was ambushed.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Bergov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily.
Well, now I can't let them live.
But I reckon you figured that out, eh? We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Farewell.
Hey, this'll be quick, boy.
What do you want?
This'll be quick, boy.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm done with this.
No, you're not. Can't let you leave. We'll tell the others. There we go. Now, where did he drop his weapon? Did he drop his weapon? He must have dropped his weapon somewhere, but I can't... There it is. See, weapon equals money. Yeah? Yeah? Let me just move my... I'm doing fine on health. Sorry, I have to move the camera to check my health, which is not great. But, you know... I'll figure something out soon. First, I'm gonna figure out what to do with my clothes here. Which firstly means I'm going to put on everything that has blood on it. Then I'm going to wash myself. And then I'm going to put on everything with blood on it. And then I'm going to wash myself. Yeah! Alright, and then we picked up two important things here. We picked up a blacksmith's kit and a tailor's kit. So we're just going to use those. Fix up the swords here, or weapons rather, because there's a bludgeon in here as well. Then we're going to use the tailor's kit to fix up all the clothes. And then there's going to be a bit of menuing, because, you know, I can't really figure out a way to do this quick, but you've got 3 different outfits here, and I want to make them useful. I don't have the strength to use that just yet, so we'll stick to the hunting sword for now. That's fine. Now, whatever gives me the most armor is what I'm going to be wearing for the red outfit. Don't care about conspicuousness, noise, or visibility, just whatever protects me more. Because red is going to be the fighting set. Which looks like it's going to be that. Cool. For yellow, we're going to go for stealth. Still need a weapon, though. This has... Just put that on to have something to compare with. A lot more visibility, less conspicuous. Even less conspicuous, and not quite as bad on the visibility front. 51 to 58, yeah, that's fine. The belt on, why not? I think the green tunic is going to be best for this. Yeah, looks like it. I mean... Noise goes up by 8. Visibility goes down by 11. In total, that is more points gained. More defense too, which always comes in handy, so we'll put that on. Those are exactly the same, so let's use the higher quality one just for fun. Ooh, that's a lot more noise, but that's going to be the case no matter what boots I pick, by the looks of it. How's that in comparison? That's just worse in every way. That's better in every way, so simple shoes it is. Alright, so that's the stealth outfit, and then we do a charisma outfit. 1, 5, or 5. Let's do the 5 because I like the look of it. Still with the belt. 7, that's a 9, that's good. I think, I mean, I don't know how high the numbers go, but the higher the number, the better, right? Right? 7 is good. Alright, so that leaves us with the combat outfit, the stealth outfit, and the charisma outfit. And 2 more bodies to bury. I'll get around to it. Did her dog survive? I hope it did. Are you alright, lady?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Probably.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two.
I'm so
God be
sorry,
praised
lady.
that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Grace.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't.
You will.
I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
Oh, it's fine. What's 2 more graves?
How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
I do.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her.
We'll make do.
You
we'll
can
make
do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
I'll do
Right.
it. I'll do
I'll
it.
try.
I have a little experience in alchemy. Mostly because I remember it from doing this tutorial a little earlier today.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you.
I'm sure
I have
it
a
will.
book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
Maybe
I'll take
I am.
the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
He'll be fine. Yeah.
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the alcove. Go to it and we'll get started.
All right, let's get started then. Let's make a potion or 5. It'll only take a moment, right?
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do.
It's fine.
Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
I've only got the one recipe, it's fine.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Yep, that's the wine. It's in the book.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine.
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah,
Now try
yeah.
moving the cauldron over the flame. So you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that
Boil.
well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling.
All right.
It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The The ones
Was
you
chamomile and
picked,
sage.
them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Yep.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
1 and 2.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how
Right.
long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
I shall do my best, but this part is always a little bit tricky. Cauldron. Boil. Then we wash the sand. And... there.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron
Yeah,
off the
perfect.
flames. All right. Now,
Then we'll
take
take some
1
sage.
handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
I'm way ahead of you, lady.
Have you ground it?
I have.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
Okay.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Aye, let's. Strong chamomile brew. Apparently I'm good at alchemy. Not like I did this 3 or
There
4
is.
times already.
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly.
Oh,
Thanks
why
for
thank
your
you.
help, Henry.
Happy
Did my
to
best.
help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
Fine. But first, I'm gonna keep stealing your alcohol. By which I mean I'm gonna borrow your still here and make some more of these because I've got spare ingredients that will go bad. So we start with the wine. We do 2 of chamomile. Once it'll let me. 1. 2. And here's a little trick. I'll get the sage. I'll pre-grind it. Which takes a while. And then I'll put it in the dish over here. Alright. Hold the cauldron down. Wait for a boil, and there we go. It was a bit late on that one, so let's take it up slightly before the sand runs out. Right about there. Might be a bit early on that, but we'll find out, won't we? Drop that in, and put it in a jar. It's not going to be a failure regardless, but it might not be the strong variant. Might just be regular. Nope, still got strong. Fantastic. But I've got enough ingredients for 2 more. So let's make 2 more, shall we? This will only take a minute. Oh. base first. I forgot the base. I was just gonna put the herbs directly into the pot, which doesn't do anything, I don't think. Put that to a boil. There. Is it boiling quicker now than it used to? There we go. Get the sage. Grind that up. You don't need to use the dish, and it doesn't really save you time in any way, shape, or form. It just makes you feel like you're more prepared, you know? And 3 more strong chamomile brews. Finally, 1 more. So, alchemy in this game, like potion making and stuff, I find this really, really good. And it's an interesting system that is sort of fun and engaging to deal with, but it is a little bit slow, admittedly. Although I do think once you've done it for a bit, might be a skill for it later or something like that, but I'm pretty sure that the game lets you auto make potions, which is obviously a lot quicker. But you get more of them or better quality or something like that when you do it yourself. At least that's how it was in the first one, if I remember correctly. I think I took this one off the heat a little bit too quickly, so we'll see if it's still perfect. Damn, I'm good. Alright. Enough of that. Let's bury some more bodies, shall we? Oh, there's the dog. Just out on a stroll with my corpse. As you do. Did the other guy disappear? No, I think he's still there. Just hard to see. Oh, hi, Dread. Aw. Sorry to hear you've not been feeling well. Maybe you should go back to sleep. If you just woke up and you're not feeling well, I mean. I'm just over here like burying some corpses. It's nothing important. Don't worry about it.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
Stop complaining, Henry. You've been through worse. Oh, right. I feel like I've very suddenly run out of things to say. I've been talking to myself all this time, and now that there's someone listening, I don't know what to say anymore. Anyway, I'm in the woods, or Henry's in the woods, rather. Burying bodies. Because things happened, we got chased, it's complicated. I was shot by a crossbow, that's why the shoulder hurts. And then I made potions. You're all caught up now. Yay. I should get washed again. Burying corpses is dirty work. Then we're gonna have a little bit of a rest. Until like 2 a.m. That sound good? That sounds good. Or possibly the next morning. Who knows?
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take
Henry's
now
not
will be
having a
mine,
good time.
and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
He's having flashbacks from the first game.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
I'm trying not
Wake
to.
up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Who are you? You're not the old woman.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans?
Nobleman.
He's alive.
Close enough.
How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
No such thing.
Ma knows what she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she
I reckon
dosed
she
you with
already
the strongest
did.
remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
Sure does.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Good question. Probably the father, right? I mean, in reality, I feel like the sword was emphasized more. But that feels too materialistic, so I'm gonna say the father.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely was the bad option, I think.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Perk points, eh? Increasing Henry's level also gives you perk points. You can use them to unlock his other abilities and upgrades. Let's do that. I'm sure it's not gonna take long at all, right? Right? Not like there's a bunch of menus within menus to choose between. That's fine. Gonna go Charming Man on that, which increases my reputation gains. We got a point in strength. Alright. Hardworking lad. If you carry a sack or even dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carry capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. That's pretty good. Train hard, fight easy. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you. In general, if you have lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage. With this perk, you'll reach that state sooner. Alright, let's do that. Carrying capacity is all well and good, but I have a club that I need more strength to use. For agility, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to lower the agility requirements, which deals with stamina consumption instead of damage. Speech, we're going to go... Silver Tongue, why not? Get better at negotiating for prices. And if you thought this was the only menu, it still says 10 available perk points, because there's skills as well. Yay! Now, granted, I did look through these earlier, so I'm just gonna go with Secretive Matter, which gives more potions whenever you successfully make them. And the Art of Preservation. Raw food and herbs you have in your inventory will spoil 50% slower, which is incredible. Just absolutely incredible. Let's go with that. Well fitted for the clothing, because none of the others seemed really all that good. Nightcap to avoid hangovers. Night training, because it'll unlock things later. Scholarship only has one option so far. And on to combat, wherein we'll do Steadfast, consume less stamina while blocking. I got 2 for swords, which I think I went with Showtime and Opening Strike for reasons. Performing a sword combo or master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina and can attack again. Good. Opening Strike, if you successfully wound an opponent by striking to an uncovered zone, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. Heavy weapons, here we go. Sundering Blow? When you hit an enemy with a heavy weapon, their armor will count as 10 lower. Yeah. Heavy weapons are overpowered. Speaking of weapons, though, this no longer has a strength requirement of 7, which means I can use it. So I'm gonna use it. What's it doing? Touch the belt. What? Isn't it already equipped? Oh, I see. Menu stuff in this game is admittedly a little bit difficult. As compared to the hunting sword, this has a lot more bludgeon and none of the other ones. No stab or slash, but that's to be expected. It's a blunt weapon. Well, this is the... In fairness, this is the I do not have the ability to speak, apparently. Charisma outfit. That's what I was looking for. Doesn't look like it when it's only got 2, but still. So I could stick with the sword, actually. Just because it looks better. I'll still do the trick. However, for the combat outfit, we're gonna use the club. But I've got 2 weapon slots, so why not bring the sword as well? Whoops. And we're gonna do the same for the stealth outfit, I think. And okay, fine. Just because it would get confusing if it wasn't. I'm just gonna make all 3 exactly the same. On the weapons front, I mean. Wait, do I have anything that needs cleaning? Well, yes, but nothing that has blood on it.
Look who's finally
let's do
up!
this.
Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea
Morning, Hans.
how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking.
You're
Even
one to
this
talk.
water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life.
Is
I
it
suppose
really?
I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
If you insist.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What
that
could
doesn't
us 2
sound
do
too good.
alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Spoiler, there was 2.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, audentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now,
He's
you've
learning.
finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
You can
As
say
I
that again,
recall,
sister.
You already got a pony from Uncle Hanosh as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Yeah, tell me about Talmberg.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
Yep.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid
Oh,
off
you
part
sly
of
old
your
woman,
debt
you.
the other day, sir.
Thank you. by the way.
True. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yeah,
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Oh, I bet I could.
Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Let me just quickly add that recipe to my book. Nettles and belladonna in wine. Does not necessarily sound like something you'd want to drink.
Sorry for coming late, Ma. We got held up in trust.
Nothing
But
against
alright.
the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company, though?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
And I saw Toth at the pond.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on.
I found a club.
Let's get
I'm
going.
very happy with it.
Your
I haven't
mind
tried
will
it
turn
yet.
to better things along the way.
Aww. Gosh, she was so nice. I like her. If something bad happens to her, I'm gonna kill whoever does it. This is very cinematic, isn't it? That's gorgeous. I swear, parts of this opening really remind me of Lord of the Rings, which is good. It's a good thing to be reminded of. I noticed the volume is a bit louder here, though, so I hope my voice is still, audible. Oh, calm down, Hans. You don't have to sleep with everyone. Oh, good, good.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And
I don't
can't
know.
wait to
She
sleep in a proper
seemed
bed.
fairly educated to me.
And some wine.
Oh, fucking hell.
Dick.
Oh, it's closed.
Why do I get a feeling this isn't going to end well?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
He's a noble's son or something like that. He's used to having servants around.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
Clearly.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead.
In fairness, we
found
weren't
his body
covered in
by the
excrement
pond.
until we got here.
His company was ambushed
That was
by
on you.
outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days.
How
And
incredibly
even if he did
convenient.
confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like.
That's what we used to
Count
look like.
yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm sure he'll live to regret that insult.
Whether you like it or not, your shitty hands off me!
Nice roll.
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What
Well,
the fuck was that?
So now what?
back to Ratai.
There's only one thing we can do.
Brothel? Alcohol. Right. Right. Had to be one or the other, didn't it?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we
Quite
stink
like her,
even
too.
worse.
I'm gonna have to go here in a little bit. I just want to get back to regular gameplay so I can save. I feel bad for like leaving so shortly after you arrived, Dread, but I gotta sort some stuff
There's
out.
all that at the gate. You try to
But I
talk
will
to
be
them and get
streaming
shit poured
again
on your
later
head.
today.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
I think we're gonna have to get that letter back. It was, but we need to clean up first, I reckon.
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Oh, that's alright. I made potions. I just gotta find someone to sell it to.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take? for you to
Hans, on
earn
the
a
other hand,
few
doesn't know the
groschen?
meaning of the word.
And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Oh my fucking god. Oh. I'm fine. I'm good. I can feel my brain shaking every time I sneeze. It's fun, but a little disorienting. He's right.
I suppose
He's
you're
right.
right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Good point. Let's,
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis.
Yeah, a little
Best way
rough
to honor
around
their
the edges,
memory
but that's fine.
is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Sounds like a plan.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
Thank you.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
Who might that be?
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Yep, that's the one.
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
All right, fine, fine.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my, Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry about that.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Is anyone you know?
All right.
Nobody invited me.
Oh?
Let's wash up so I don't forget. And then get drunk on the belladonna wine. By which I mean save the game. So, I guess I'll explain that. Interesting little tidbit.
Him and his men
Under
went-
normal circumstances, this game will not let you save unless you're sleeping. But there's an exception. If you happen to have in your inventory, Savior Schnapps, which is an alcoholic beverage, though it's fairly weak. But you can consume one of those to save your game, which I think is a brilliant way to do like limited save options, so to speak, because it consumes resources. It's not that hard to make them at all, but it still takes the effort of making it, right? And you can tell by the icon that it was saved using Schnapps as well, which is really nice. It's a good way to do that whole the whole idea of trying to limit save scumming without being too heavy-handed with it. I think it's a good solution. Regardless, though, I don't think you were here earlier when I explained some of this, so I was supposed to have a dentist appointment today, but that fell out because my dentist is sick, apparently. So I'm gonna have to go away for a bit and make some arrangements, and I don't know when I'll be back, but it's gonna be a number of hours. But I'll do another stream tonight because I'm not gonna be able to stop myself from playing this. Oh, I didn't need the alcohol. Now that I think about it, because it saves on quit as well. So you can quit whenever you like. Anywho, thanks for stopping by. Sorry I started a bit early, but you know, maybe I'll catch you on the stream later. Have a lovely morning and take care. Bye bye.